What's up, guys? I'm BTC. New PTR coming soon. Jeff Kaplan has a surprise next week. And is Overwatch going free to play? There's a brand new version of the PTR available right now, but it seems to have only very minor changes at the moment. There's supposed to be a big PTR update with a lot of balance changes coming next week. So for right now, I did some checking, and the only things that I can really find are that you now have a special icon whenever you get an elimination on somebody using your quick melee. You can see that right here. And then the other thing is they added another opacity setting for the dead teammate icon. So normally you would have these floating all around, but now you can lower the opacity on that, so it's going to be a little bit easier to just see whatever is going on. Now I want to point out something. When this option does go to the live version of the game, I do not suggest lowering it all the way down. That would be a bad idea. You need to be able to see when your teammates get taken out, so having it at least at, let's say, 15 or 20% is probably going to be the best case, so you don't want to lower that all the way. Unfortunately, Blizzard hasn't put out any patch notes yet, so there might be other hidden stuff that we just haven't found yet. However, Jeff Kaplan did make a post over on the official Overwatch forums. It says, "We worked on a balance patch this week. We're hoping to put that patch on the PTR next week." The last time I said that, it was late and everyone flipped out, so please don't flip out. If things slip, they often do. Also, there's a cool little surprise coming next week. Excited! Exclamation point. Sorry, no details at this time as changes are still in flux. The PTR will get notes when it goes out, and there will not be a developer update in regard to these changes. For the balance changes, I'm not really sure. My best guess, maybe something for Mercy, maybe something for Soldier 76, possibly Reaper. I think they might actually end up going and doing something with Brigitte and Doomfist again, because the recent nerfs didn't really do what Blizzard wanted them to do, because Brigitte is still just as good, if not better, in Goats comp, and Doomfist was a Goats counter, and now he's not anymore. So there's definitely some issues, but as to the specifics of what these balance changes are gonna be, I'm really not sure. Now, onto that cool little surprise he mentioned, I think there's two very good possibilities. The first is the World Cup viewer that we had during BlizzCon, because they said that they were going to add it for the Overwatch League for this coming season, but they also are going to add it to the main game so that we can record our own footage and then watch it back later or send it to friends or whatever it happens to be. So that very well could get onto the PTR next week. The other thing is maybe that secret social update that we were supposed to get last fall, but they ended up pushing it back. So there was three things we were supposed to get last year. The first was endorsements, the second was looking for group, and there was supposed to be a third social update sometime in the fall, but as I mentioned, that got pushed back because they said it turned out to be a much bigger project than they originally thought. Now, my original guess was that it was going to be some sort of guild system, but during BlizzCon, one of the developers, I forget who, they said that if they were going to add a guild system, that it would be an entire BattleNet-wide thing, and it wouldn't only be for Overwatch. And it made it sound like that was a much bigger project, and it was going to take a lot longer for that to happen. So I don't think that the guilds thing is the social update that we're going to get. It might be some form of the role queue system, but again, we'll have to wait till next week. Leave your best guess for what you think the surprise will be down in the comments below. Next up, is Overwatch going free to play? So this, for some reason, just came up in the last week, and a bunch of people have been talking about it. I'm not really so sure that Overwatch is going to go free to play. Well, first of all, if it's going to happen, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. It would likely happen way later in the year, possibly an announcement at BlizzCon or something like that. But if they did convert to free to play, what sort of business model would they go with? I don't think the loot box system is very good for a couple reasons. One, it's extremely unpopular, and two, Blizzard is already running into some legal problems in different parts of the world where loot boxes have been outlawed, so that probably wouldn't work. There are two other options. The first, where they just simply sell the credits, kind of like what you do with the tokens for the Overwatch League stuff, where you just buy the tokens and then you go and get the skin that you want or the cosmetic, whatever it happens to be. They could just do that. Or they could do what Fortnite and some other games do, where you buy a season pass and you still have to unlock stuff by playing the game, but by using the season pass, you get accelerated rewards, and you also get a lot more stuff that the standard free-to-play account doesn't get access to. And as long as it's all cosmetic and it doesn't actually impact how you play the game, then that's pretty fine with me. But as I said, I don't think it would happen anytime soon. Earliest would be the end of the year, possibly next year with the start of Season 3 of the Overwatch League. So once more, what is that secret do you think that is going to be coming next week? What characters do you think are going to get balance changes? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.